welcome to the virtual teaching kitchen. Today we're going to be celebrating St. Patrick's Day with some mocktails. I'm Chef Marissa Riffle.
And I'm Paige Wagner, the registered dietitian.
All right.
We are very excited to do this.
We are. We're going to teach you that you can enjoy your St. Patrick's Day celebration without overdoing it. And this is a great, refreshing mocktail for you to have.
Yes, and we normally do this in person. I think last year it was right around the time everything shut down, so we didn't get to. But we typically bring you in. We do some really fun activities and just teach you great ways to make delicious drinks that don't contain alcohol and delicious snacks that you can share with your friends to celebrate in a safe way. So we're hoping this gives you a little piece of that as we dive in today, but hopefully next year we can be back in person.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is you should have received your box. Some of you, you have chosen what you want. So some of you have strawberries, some of you will just have lime, and some of you will have blackberries. I don't have the blackberries today. I just did the strawberries. Sorry about that. So we have ginger beer. Now, it says beer. It is not beer. Ginger beer is a really great rendition of ginger ale. Somebody will probably get mad at me for saying that, but anyways, it's a great rendition of ginger ale. It's just got a really great, strong flavor. We have some club soda. This is simple syrup, but we've already made it for you if you have a box. But Paige is going to show you in a second how you can make yours at home, because it's really, really simple. And don't ever go out and buy what you see is bar syrup, because it's simple syrup. You do not need that. It is so easy to make at home. All right, so I'm going to let Paige start off by showing you how to make a simple syrup.
Yes, so we have about 1 1/4 cup of water here, and we are just going to put it in to our pan. Woo! That was a little hotter than we were expecting.
So I turned the burner on and actually the ratio is 1 to 1. I was a little slightly over because I knew when she hit that pan and it was so hot, she was going to evaporate some of that water.
Chefs are always thinking ahead.
We try to.
And then a cup of sugar. Now, Chef, if you make this, how long will it stay good for in the fridge?
I would say about a week. Let's go 5 days.
5 days?
Yes, because it will mold on you if you leave it in there too long. So I'd make it, put in a little mason jar, put it in the fridge. Do not leave it set out. That's not good. You want to keep it in the refrigerator.
Clean up my mess.
So, all right. So all we're going to do with that is I'm actually going to turn her temp up for a little bit. It is just going to come to a boil, a rolling boil. Maybe drop it back down to a medium, let it boil for about a minute. It's really just until the sugar dissolves and it's clear, and then you're going to end up with this. Now, simple syrup is not only to kind of sweeten the drink that we're making today, but if you want to make lemonade at home, homemade lemonade, if you want to sweeten your iced tea, but you don't want to use regular sugar, you don't want to use the artificial sweeteners,
right?
Simple syrup. So it's a great, it's just a great way to add to any drink that needs a little sweetness, but you don't have those sugar crystals floating.
I was going to say, so then once we do this, does it ever solidify? Like, do you ever need to reheat it?
No, not at all.
Perfect.
Once you do this, it's going to be like this until after about 5 days, and you don't want to use it anymore. I'm telling you, I have accidentally left simple syrup in my fridge too long, and you will know that when you should not use it. All right, the first drink I'm going to do is the classic Moscow Mule. I don't even think we said what we were making today.
I don't know. Mules, though.
We're making mules. So we're going to do a traditional version, and what we're going to do is we are going to cut our lime.
Mules are great. I don't know. I think they're great all year round. You can do a lot with them to make them more seasonal. So at Christmas time, I like to make cranberry ones that have a little bit of cranberry, maybe a cinnamon stick, or some rosemary, something like that. These are a little more summery with our berries. Fall time, you could do some apple cider in there.
Yep, absolutely.
Make it feel like you're at a little pumpkin patch. So these are great year round. And you can, like we said, enjoy them easily without actually putting alcohol into them.
All right. So the first thing you always want to do when you're making your drink with this one is we're going to put our ice in there.
I think we're just about dissolved here, Chef.
I'd give it maybe like 30 seconds or so, and then we're going to go ahead and turn that off. I'm all confused. I can't find what I'm doing. No. What you want to do next is you want to take the lime. You want to squeeze the lime over there. Now, this is where your personal preference comes in. I believe in the recipe I told you 2 wedges of lime. I love lime. So I am
put 3 if it
I am probably going to go 3. I may have added a little bit too much ice because I can't get all my limes in there. So I'm going to back out one of them. But so I put 3 limes in mine. You will, once you taste it, you'll figure out, do I want a little more lime? Do I want a little more something else? Then I'm going to put about an ounce of simple syrup in there. Just going to pour it right over top, like that.
Yum.
I know.
All right.
And then
Just turn the burner off.
open my ginger beer.
So where can you buy ginger beer at, Chef?
So this one actually we found at Walmart. Generally Kroger or Meijer has it.
Okay.
You will probably not find it in the regular section of all the sodas and everything. I would head more towards sometimes it's not like on the end of where the sodas are and they've got all the kind of unusual drinks. Sometimes you'll find it where all the mixers are.
Ah, okay.
Now I said 4 ounces in your recipe. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to guess. I'm pretty confident that I gave you 4 ounces there. And then we're going to do 2 ounces of club soda.
The other great thing put in here about ginger beer is kind of like ginger ale. If you have an upset stomach, this can be really good to help soothe it.
Yes.
Ginger has that effect. So any kind of ginger flavored drink. So even if maybe you're a little hesitant, it's still always something good to keep on hand in case you don't feel well one day.
So something else we didn't talk about was the glass. Now you received a glass that looks like this, but a traditional Moscow Mule glass is copper. And that's because copper is a great conduit of keeping your drink nice and cold. That is like the tradition for a Moscow Mule. So, but we gave you one of these. So 2 things you can do. You can either serve it like that, put your little lime wedge on the side, and if you didn't see what I did, I took off the white membrane. You want to cut that off, and then I made a little slice in it so that I can put it on the edge like that. So we can do it like that.
Yum.
And I think we'll do the strawberry one next.
Yes, please.
You
Do
wanna
I need to do anything with my simple syrup here?
So no, she doesn't need to do anything with her simple syrup. It's going to cool down, and when it gets a little bit cooler, then we're going to put it in our fridge, and then that way we will have it for whenever we need it.
Perfect.
So let's see, Paige, do you want to muddle the strawberries?
Obviously, strawberries are one of my favorite fruits. If this were me doing it at home, the other fruit that I would maybe do but might not turn out as well, like I wouldn't muddle it probably, is blueberries. I don't know how well those would muddle.
No, they do.
Do
You can
they?
muddle them,
Okay.
yep.
Well, blueberries are my all-time favorite berries, so I'd probably do that too. Or raspberries. That would
Ooh,
be
raspberries. Ooh, that would be really good. You can do a combination too, strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry.
good. Ooh.
So as you notice, the first time I put ice in the glass, but you don't want to do the ice now because you're going to have a hard time muddling your strawberry. What Paige is using is called a muddler. You do not need that. You do not need the fancy dancy. You can take a spoon that you have and just mash it up with a spoon. Another way is if you don't like the chunks, I prefer like the big pieces of the fruit in there with what she's doing.
Too.
I'm gonna give you one more.
Let's do it.
There you go. What you can do is you can puree them in a blender or puree them in a food processor if you want. Either way you want to do it.
Oh my gosh, this looks so good.
I think that looks looking fantastic.
All right,
Let's move this out a little.
perfect.
All right, so I'm going to add the ice for her. As I drop it all over the place. My brother and I always have that discussion. It doesn't matter when you're putting ice in your cup. There's always some that lands on the floor.
Oh my gosh, every time I do that here.
I just jinxed everybody because you're gonna now every time you put ice in your cup, that's what's gonna happen.
Every time.
You. All right, I will let you put how many limes you want in there because you want to put the lime in
Ooh.
next, like I did with the traditional one.
Yes.
If you really, really don't like the lime, you could leave that out. You really could. But I think you'd be surprised. The strawberry lime together is fantastic.
Yes, so good. Tastes like summer. And it's like 70 degrees today,
I
so
know.
it's even better. All right, I'm only gonna do 2 since we have the strawberries on this one. My
Same
ginger
amount of ginger beer. And then some
Perfect.
club soda. And then I am going to do the same thing for Paige with her strawberry. Here's your straw if you want to stir it up. We're just going to take and we're going to make a little cut in the strawberry same way. If I can see what I did. There we go. Put it on the side.
Beautiful.
Look, what, less than
5 minutes, yeah.
5 minutes? Great, refreshing, wonderful mocktails that you can enjoy. You can still have a good time.
Yep.
Still enjoy your St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yep. Be safe, be healthy, and we hope that we can do this in person next year. Cheers.